Hi, this is TSG Multimedia's Dan Cortopassi, and today I'm reviewing an Athearn Genesis HO scale GP15-1 decorated for California Northern. This is a pretty nice model and overall pretty accurate for the real California Northern 105. The Locomotive has a lot of nice detail, antenna on the roof, vent, beacon, horn, has the nose-mounted bell. I believe this is an XCNW unit, which is why it has the nose-mounted bell. The paint is very nicely done. There aren't any little gaps around the details like you sometimes see on models. And there's also little warning stickers on the sides in a couple of places that are legible. I really like the see-through grills in the back where the radiator section is. And the radiator screens on top are also photo etched. The model has nice end detail with MU hoses and uncoupling levers. And the ditch lights are operable. The only problem with that on this particular model is that the ditch lights aren't in the right place for the California Northern 105. The couplers are a plastic knuckle coupler, and they did match the Katy height gauge. The rear end details are nicely done as well. The grab irons are freestanding, and the California Northern logo is nicely rendered. The model picks up power from all 8 wheels, and all 4 axles are driven. All of the wheels match the NMRA standards gauge. There's a lot of nice underbody detail as well, especially on the fuel tank and the air reservoirs. There's sander lines, the trucks have brake lines, so it's pretty nicely done. These models are available both with DCC and sound or just in straight DC. This is the DC version, so I'm running it on a regular old DC power pack. This one is pretty smooth and quiet, has a nice mechanism. Like a lot of models, this one seems to have a little bit of trouble with the plastic handrails. A lot of times the vertical stanchions end up being crooked. But on this particular model, it does have that problem to a degree, but also I have found it impossible to get this one on the fireman's side to stay in the hole drilled in the cab. So I keep pushing it back in and it keeps coming back out again. I like this model a lot, especially the cab interior and the fact that looking at photographs of the real 105, it seems to compare very favorably. The only problem I really have with it is the ditch lights, so I'm going to take off a spike for that because they're not in the correct place. I would also prefer that Athearn stop using bulbs and start using LEDs because I think they look a lot better, but I'm not going to ding the model for that. So my final verdict on this is 9 out of 10 spikes.